As well as launching some pretty bloody lovely smartphone tech this week, OnePlus also pulled back the curtain on its new Bullets Wireless 2 earphones. And these bad boys will cost you £99 when they're launched May the 21st here in the UK and globally. Bit of a price hike over the original Bullets, so are the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 actually worth it? Well, I've been rocking them in my lug holes for about a week now, and here is my in-depth review. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do plug, subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So first up, those buds have been redesigned so they look, and more importantly sound, better than ever. Apparently the design of the new Bullets was inspired by the golden ratio represented by the Nautilus spiral, which definitely smells an awful lot like grade A marketing bullshit. I've got to say, I can't see any kind of logarithmic growth spiral action here, but bugger all that. Anyway, the Bullets Wireless 2 do sport a sexy metal finish, although sadly it is only available in one colour, black. There's no choice of like a vibrant red version or anything like that. Boo. They're pretty bloody tough though. They can definitely handle a good bit of rough handling, and nice and smooth to the touch as well. Definitely have a much more premium look and feel than the original Bullets. For one, they've ditched those rubbery ear hook things which looked a bit gashed, to be perfectly honest. You get 3 sizes of rubber tips bundled in the box, and I found that I had a perfectly comfortable fit just with the default medium-sized ones. Slip them in and they will lodge in there nice and firmly, no shifting around even as you're moving your head, all that kind of stuff. You've got plenty of slack on the old cables, so no worries on that front. And also they do a pretty good job of blocking out surrounding noise as well, which is great if you're on a plane or a train full of noisy, annoying people. And of course, just to prove that they are fitting in there really, really nicely, you're going to do the customary mosh test. I find I have absolutely no problem with comfort levels either, even when these things are stuffed in my head all afternoon long. Generally absolutely fine. Do tend to get a little bit of ear fatigue after a couple of hours of constant wear, but that's pretty much the same as any in-earphones. If you just pop them out for a little bit, just give your ears a quick couple of minutes to relax and refresh and all of that, and then back in, ready for more action. As with the original OnePlus Bullets Wireless, once you're done, you can just pull them out of your lug holes and they just snap together magnetically like so. And that automatically pauses your music as well, which is great, so you don't have to piddle about actually turning the things off or anything. And I found that, yeah, the buds do tend to break apart quite easily if, for instance, you break into a jog, you make any sudden movements, anything like that, but then they just snap back together again absolutely fine, so it's not really a proper big issue. Again, as with the original Bullets, these OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 rock a control panel here on the cable of the left bud. You've got your pause play controls there, and also volume controls as well, volume up and volume down. They tend to work fine, but there is a pause of about a second or two in between actually hitting the buttons and something happening on your smartphone, which is a bit weird. And I've been using them with the OnePlus 7 Pro as well, so they've basically got no excuse. And one new feature on the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 is this stinky little button here on the actual neckband itself. It was actually on the original Bullets Wireless, but it was the power button on that bad boy. On here, a double tap of it actually swaps you between 2 connected devices. So it's great if you're, for instance, listening to music on your phone, you want to suddenly swap to your laptop in order to just check out a video, edit a document, something like that. Double press and it will disconnect from your current device and try connecting to the other device. And again, just a double tap and you'll go back to the original device. Great stuff. But now what about the actual audio quality? Well, frankly, at this price point, £99, it is absolutely stunning. I would say that the quality of the sound is actually comparable to a lot of over-the earphones rather than just in-ear efforts like this. The performance is very impressive, especially considering the size of the things as well. You get full aptX HD support, so you can stream music from compatible devices like the OnePlus 7 Pro, and you'll get a full-bodied sound without any compromise to the clarity either. The bass in particular is pretty damn impressive, considering, again, the size of these things. So rock and metal music sounds great, dance music sounds fantastic, but also more chilled stuff like classical music, jazz music. Because of the no compromise on the clarity front, you can actually hear those individual instruments and they just sound really nice and crisp and clear. And so far, the battery life on the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 seems an improvement over the originals as well. We used to get around sort of 7 to 8 hours of battery life per charge. But here on the new updated 2nd gen models tend to get closer to around the sort of 12-13 hour mark per charge, which is definitely a significant improvement. When you need to power them back up, they do charge up again via Type-C USB, which is great to see as well, as a lot of headphones and earphones do charge up using micro USB still, which is a pain in the arse. And there is full warp charge support here as well, so impressively you can get around 10 hours of use from just 10 minutes at the plug. Absolutely bonkers. The OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 once again come with a dinky rubber carry case, which is actually very vibrantly coloured. It can be a bit of a chore actually getting them in there, making sure the buds stay connected, and it can get a little bit violent at times because it's quite a compact dinky thing, but the good news is once you do finally get it all rammed in there, it does keep it nice and safe if it's just going to be chucked in a bag or a suitcase, something like that. Get in there, you sod. And the overall package is pretty small and pretty light as well. And so that right there is my review of the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2 after roughly a week of use. Definitely so far loving them to bits. I love the original OnePlus Bullets Wireless as well, but these are a great improvement in terms of the performance, the battery life, and just the overall design. So definitely worth that £100, I reckon. Are you tempted by the OnePlus Bullets Wireless 2? Are you still using the original OnePlus Bullets Wireless? Definitely be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Please do poke, subscribe, and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. Cheers.